Bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-da bum 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 bum. Hey, do jingle bell, jingle all the way. All is fine, there is to run. I hope it frickin' plays. Oh, you're recording, baby, and that's so frickin' great. Okay. Lab speed 75. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just gonna start it up. Thank you. Lab speed level 9. Oh, hell yeah. Lab speed level 9. And let me guess. Oof. Eesh. Eesh. Oh, nice. We didn't miss any mission. Goosh den Morgen. Okay, so now with my intro. Now I need to talk to Anna. Morning, Queen. Need advice. Glasses or no glasses? Trying to find you a sister-in-law. Hope you're well. You're good. Perfect. Okay. Such an asshole. Why are you clapping, dude? Oh, my breath forever. Don't blink, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. This is having a wonderful day on this on this 8th September 2005. We're doing well. We just started making content, so we uploaded video for a couple hours, which is great. Now what we're gonna do is, as you can see, the nature corn is phenomenal. Today we're going out for real Z's, for sure Z. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make a couple of videos. I'm gonna be working until 2 o'clock. I'm gonna go out before the buses, the cars come in. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be taking a chill, and that's basically gonna be it for today. So super excited, super happy, and that's pretty much it. So let's freaking go. Okay, so now you do need to charge your food bag. Oops, I died. Okay, no problem. So now what I need to do, I need to check lab speed. Did you do twice or once? So I got some great news. Lab speed was done only once. God. It closes, that's why. That is not good. That is not good. It closes. So there's nothing I can do, to be honest. Okay. It's not a big deal, Ink. It's not a big deal. Chill. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, I think I'm gonna go for interest per wave. Yeah, okay, perfect. Interest per wave seems to be the classic way. Oh, shit. Okay. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. This is doing well, having a wonderful day on this 8th September 2025. This is the first video of the day, so I'm of course super excited, super happy to be talking with you guys, to be dealing with you guys, dealing in a positive fashion. As you can see, we are freshly clean. We woke up about 2 hours ago. So this is gonna be an intro. Again, we're doing the same thing. Yesterday, and this is, you can check it out, I streamed for 12 hours, but we did a one playthrough that was 11:52, and the whole night I was kind of dealing with, I have to move this, I have to delete this, I have to move this, I have to delete this, so quite annoying. Thank you. We're not going to deal with that today, which is, again, a possible great thing. Because I just made some space. Now, to be clear, kind of a good news, we did upload from the Resistance Reborn. I got some great news, I got some bad news. We're gonna come inside for the Tower Talk, but basically what's going on is that the program I'm using to screen record, because for this phone and this phone, there's a screen record integrated in the phone, so it's great, it's working, it's fun, it's everything you want and more, right? Problem with that is that these two phones, the tablet and this phone, does not have it because they're older model or they're not good enough quality to have it. I have to deal with the application. The application would only allow me to record up to 30 minutes of content per 30 minutes of content per recording. Simple as this. So I have to deal with something else. I have to do it from the the internal storage. So internal storage is no problem. I'll be able to record for as long as I want. Now here's the great part, right? It's not a big deal because I still have a shit ton of space on the phone. So what I'm gonna do is, if time I'm gonna transfer some music or something, I'm gonna put it on the SD card, and when it's gonna be time to record, I'm gonna be doing the main. So what I've thought about doing, and this is kind of cool to make some space, is every single night I end up having way more time than I needed for this. So one day it's gonna be the tower, it's gonna be the tablet that's uploading, the other day it's gonna be the phone that's gonna be uploading. That way we constantly make some space and we constantly have a good rollout of videos, but also a good rollout when it comes to storage, which is free. So that's that. Super simple, isn't it? I wish it was even more simple, but hey, when in Rome was the Roman. Okay. So we did upload a lot, dealt with a couple of copyrights, but that's because we were watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and because we were watching Occupation Double, so that's kind of normal. What they're doing is they're using a audio ID. So basically, there's a certain code in the audio that will detect, kind of like a close tag on a store. It will detect, right? Certain clothes has it, some clothes doesn't. Some item in the store will ring when you steal, and some item will not ring. But you know how to avoid them being ring? You don't steal from stores. That's the best advice I can give you. So with that being said, this is kind of cool because we are dealing with the pros, we're dealing with the cons. This works, this doesn't work, this works, so this is great, this doesn't work, so let's fix it, right? So this is pretty much my morning. As you can see, I'm in a great mood, I'm in a super good mood, I'm excited. YouTube has been doing so well. I got like 5 followers in last week, and I think it's because of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, to be honest, but thank you, it's super thankful. So today, quite simple. I didn't have that much time to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine yesterday. You'll be watching that. I want to start with Occupation Double, which is going to be a French amount of videos I'm going to be doing. So every single day I do English videos, but I'm a French. I was raised in French. So this is a back to the roots. Puis Occupation Double en tant que tel, qu'est-ce qui va être cool, c'est que ça va être une vidéo par journée. Fait qu'une vidéo par journée, tu vas avoir du contenu en français. And yeah. we're still gonna make some content in English, but at least it could be more bilingual, which is more representative of who I am as a person. The whole day, we're in a rush today. It is the 8th of September. 8th of, oh, I got a text from my mom. I'm gonna have to call her. So yeah, so see how easily unfocused I am. But it's my mom. I love my mom. I love my fucking mom. So like I was saying, today is beautiful outside, and it's kind of cold today. It is like 16 or 17 degrees, which means the autumn is coming, and autumn is a lot more rain, so I'm going to take advantage of that. We're going to go out. I'm going to do a bike ride, which is going to be fun. It's going to be fun to do because, again, I don't do it enough. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to be watching both the Friends show and the Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Why am I stressed? Today is the 8th of September. I got 8 days. No, that's not true. I got 9 days. So today counts, which is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. I got 9 days inclusive to watch the entirety of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. However, we have a season watched, so we only have 7 seasons, and for some reason, only 5 seasons out of the 8 are full, which is 22 episodes. The other ones are 18, 13, so kind of a mess. I have to really check it out. Can I do it? Okay, I'll do it fast. So basically 5, oh no, I don't have, no, I can't. Because I have Netflix on this one and on this one. And I don't have Netflix on the other phone. So I can check. You know what's kind of cool? I can sort of do this, which is allowing me to see the other apps, and this will still run. So this, I gotta say, is pretty fucking cool. Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. Another thing. So, going to bike, watching those shows, 9 episodes. So, we know that 5 season is 110. Yeah, 110, which is 15 minutes per episode. 110 divided by 4 is about 27.5. So it's 27 hours to watch the first 5 seasons. Let's say the 6, 7, 8 are, let's say they're 15 each, so that's 45. 45 divided by 4, that is 11, 15. So the total is going to be, the total is going to be 11 plus 27 is 38 plus 1. It's 39 hours, so, and we have 9 days, 40 times divided by 9, it's 4.11 or 12, yeah, so, I have to watch 4 hours of Brooklyn Nine-Nine per day, which is much better than what I used to do with Prison Break, so I'm excited for that. And actually, concrete cylinder, that's rarer. I thought it was a truck, a normal truck. We see them a lot. Because I live close to a grocery store. Or a convenience store, sorry. So that's pretty much my day. I want to do a live TikTok live today. More streaming. And I'm happy, I'm excited. So, with that being said, I love you guys. Take it easy. Sorry for the longer intro, but as you guys know, I love talking. And this is a good opportunity to talk to you guys, because I sadly feel like I don't do it enough. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a little meal. I'm gonna be a piece of cheese and a piece of salami. Sounds good? Sounds delightful, actually. Salut, c'est ton chemin. J'espère que tu vas bien. Je pense que tu passes une belle journée en ce 8 septembre 2025. Une autre vidéo qui concerne Occupation Double. C'est que je pensais que c'était l'émission. Ce qui est vraiment bon. Là, j'ai une petite crainte que je vais être copyright parce que nouveau, c'est quand même. Je sais pas s'ils sont stricts, je sais pas s'ils sont pas stricts, je sais pas. Je le sais aucunement. Ici, qu'est-ce qui est vraiment cool, c'est que, encore une fois, c'est ma première série que je fais un recap en français. C'est quand même assez important. Je suis content que ça soit Occupation Double parce que c'est quand même quelque chose qui est québécois. C'est quelque chose qui est né au Québec, c'est pas une adaptation, c'est un produit typiquement québécois, là. Sinon, j'ai vu les candidats. Il est encore trop tôt pour que je vous dise c'est qui mon préféré. Fait que qu'est-ce que je vais faire? Je pense que je vais me garder une semaine pour voir vraiment les candidats que j'aime. Je vais faire une première impression, dire ok, lui je l'aime, lui je l'aime. Ben, lui je l'aime, elle je l'aime. Mes deux premiers. J'allais dire lui je l'aime pas. Je me sens un petit peu trop de cul de dire ça, tu comprends? Fait que on se garde une gêne, merci beaucoup. Fait que c'est ça le but, on va se faire du fun. Est-ce que je suis nerveux? Je suis un petit peu nerveux parce que c'est quand même quelque chose que je fais pas souvent. C'est même une première fois. C'est la première fois, si t'as réussi à mettre le condom efficacement et rapidement, t'es un champion. Sinon, c'est normal, la fille va pas rire de toi. Si t'es chanceux. Fait que ouais. Fait que je suis quand même assez excité, ça commence à soir. Là, qu'est-ce que je tiens à préciser, c'est qu'on va se faire deux grosses vidéos par semaine. En fait, une le dimanche. Lundi, mardi, mercredi et jeudi, ça va être des petites vidéos, ça va être des. Je sais pas si je vais faire des shots, mais ça se peut qu'il y a des choses s'il y a de la bisbille, j'en parle de la bisbille, là, tu comprends? Ça fait ça des plus grosses vidéos, mais quand même assez excité, fait que. Ouais, je suis très excité. Fait que c'est pas mal ça, stick. Fait que je vous aime, passez une bonne journée. Ciao. So now what I have to do, I have to go on YouTube. In a crooked little town, they were lost and never found. Fallen leaf on the ground. Will I get lost? Can you spare a dime? Just one more list, and we'll be fine. Yeah, I swear to God, this. Oh shit, what'd I do? Why did this upload fail? Oh, I know what it is. It's a nature corn. That's okay. And we'll be fine. Swear to God, this. Last time. And a crooked little town that never found. And another one of those intro. Casper Wave. Help to you. Can you spare a dime? Just one more hit. And we'll be fine. Don't blink, it's your boy. Sorry, I had to clean the screen. Okay, the thing, welcome to having a wonderful day on this glorious 8th September 2025. Today we are doing a Tower Talk as I do every single day. This is the third day. Why am I doing this? I look like an evil genius, but without the genius, just evil. Haha. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I got some good news about the tower. I got some weird news about the tower. We started the 4th. It is the 8th today, so 4th day. But it doesn't count because we started at 5 and it's 10. It's 12:17 actually. So yeah. So until it's 5 o'clock, this will not be considered something. 310 gems. Thank you for the 10 gems. Oh, is it floating gem or no? Okay, perfect. Sorry, bit unfocused. So we're gonna get the weird stuff out of the way. First of all, the weird stuff is for some reason my lab isn't working. So if I'm on the application when the lab is closing, it works. If I'm not on the application when the app is closing, it doesn't work. So this is a what the heck is going on type feeling, which is kind of crazy because it's really weird. But at the same time, hey, if this wasn't weird, it wouldn't be in Vendetta. So shout out to me. It's not a big deal. Like right now, it's a big deal because I'm losing 8 hours per evening. However, the second, for example, right now, tonight, what I'm gonna do lab speed. So lab speed right now is at 5 hours and 30, right? I think that I can go back if I do it the whole day. I'm gonna go to sleep. It's gonna be 8 o'clock. It's gonna be 8 hours. So I'll have game speed. That's gonna be 8 hours. I'm gonna have lab speed. That's 8 hours. By the time we're finished today, I'll be reaching 500. Yesterday we did 400 thanks to a glitch. The glitch was what? The glitch was the health bar of the bosses was not good. So it was left at minus health. So every single time that I hit it, it would die, right? Which was good. However, I got killed by Elite, which is kind of normal. So the plan today is just to continue. Today, I am truly feeling like we are gonna be able to. Today I feel like I'm gonna be able to do idle. Now, technically speaking, today will be focused, most of our coin are gonna be focused on cash per wave and cash per kill, cash bonus. Why? Yesterday we spent a lot of coins unlocking lifesteal knockback. We got knockback. I'm gonna check it out. We got knockback. We got overspeed. So you know what I'm missing? You know what I'm missing? I'm missing shockwave. I would love to get Shockwave because Shockwave is actually pretty cool. So that's gonna be it. We also bought all of what I needed. We bought range, we bought multi-shot and rapid fire. The reason as to why I want to increase my cash is because I want the it's kind of nuts because I kind of want the playthrough to start. Me having no need to increase my cash per wave or my coin per wave. The reason as to why is because see, yesterday, if you asked me yesterday, and if you asked me in the Resistance, the first part of the playthrough that got deleted for obvious reason because I'm a dumbass, I would have said free upgrade is super important. However, the free upgrade is not that important because when you look at that's not true. That's not true. When you look at my utility, right, I need cash bonus, cash wave. I need coin kill, I need coin per wave, and I need interest. The rest I don't really need. Now, I would upgrade free attack, upgrade free defense, upgrade. The free utility upgrade doesn't serve a purpose because it's going to be for the interest per wave, right? So, with that being said, we are in a weird position. And that weird position is not the most pleasant to be in, but it's not the worst to be in. Some of the for example, orb speed, right? The orb is going to cost me 300. I'm going to do it right now. Orb is 300. It's 1.55 k. It's 5.55 k, and after that I don't know what it is. But this is basically 2 wave. And the free upgrades, although they're really good, they don't serve any purpose in tier 2. Now, today is the first day that I don't have anything planned. So what I mean by that is there's no rush to get the guild reward, there's no rush to get the tournament reward, there's no rush to get the event. Tonight, whatever I do is gonna be, I don't have a, well, technically speaking, that's not true. I would like to do a landmine, because if I can manage to get the landmine, I'm gonna be able to start the landmine hit mission 4k, so that's 55.5. The whole thing cost me 14.5k, which is pretty freaking simple. And if you look at the orb speed is actually quite simple to do. So I'm in a position right now where I just can chill. And this is where we were the first time we did the playthrough, and it was perfect. It was perfect in every single minute details. Because you think, and this is the insane part, right? I thought by unlocking them it was gonna be a problem because I was like, okay, well, you know what? They're not that strong, but they're easier to upgrade in game than out of the game, right? And by the time we have coin to spare, I'm much further in. Today I can reach 700. I don't freaking know. I do not know, and we'll see. We'll see. That's the plan today. For the crown, shield, and sword, I'm rotting. So what I'm gonna try to do today is I'm really gonna try to do buying the I have a hard time talking. I'm gonna buy the clan thing, and I'm gonna buy the I'm gonna upgrade my, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna upgrade my guardian, right? If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What am I supposed to say? And that's pretty much it. So yeah, not the most interesting things, but still something that is worth talking about. It's gonna be fun today. We're gonna be playing this the whole day. Yesterday, we locked out at 11 hours because I was gonna go sleep. Then there was some TikTok drama, so I watched it. So we ended up doing 12 hours and a half for all 4 playthrough. I don't know if you're good at math, but that's 50 hours of playthrough in one day. So of content in one day. So that's pretty good, pretty freaking good. And that's pretty much it. So super excited about what the future holds for us. And again, the plan is just to continue, is just to have some fun. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It was not meant to work, but I have a good feeling about today. In a perfect world, what we're doing right now is we're finishing to the whole day. It's gonna be tier 1. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Tomorrow I would like, see, that's the thing. Tomorrow I'm gonna see my father. So tomorrow I have to be a bit more idle because he doesn't understand that I'm tapping for a game. It's a tick So he's freaking out. So I gotta press a lot, otherwise it gets pissy, right? And I don't want him to get pissy because I'm gonna see him. It's supposed to be a good moment, you know. But tomorrow, ultimately speaking, I don't have to stress about today. Today, once again, is gonna be a tier one. We're gonna get to get the max coin as possible, to be upgrading the max stuff as possible. But tomorrow, I would like to unlock my workshop. No, sorry, I would like to unlock my module because we do have a tournament tomorrow. Now, this is the craziest thing. This is the kind of problematic thing, but the perfect thing. So what's going on right now is I got promoted to silver, which is great. However, with the silver, I haven't been in silver in a year, so I don't remember how it is. I don't remember. And even then, the problem with the sword and shield is we wailed out. So I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue about anything. I have no clue. I have no clue. And it's a position to be in. Because am I comfortable? Am I nervous? I don't know. To be honest, I have one. So what is I think the maximum reward is 40 stone. Because as I mentioned before, I do like the golden tower, don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite ultimate weapon. Because it's so useful. However, as a first weapon, it's not my favorite because your ultimate weapon, you want it to be your ultimate. You want it to be your ace in the sleeve. You want to be your ace, right? So as something like that is kind of, I wouldn't say boring, but it's not the most interesting thing. I would literally love a death wave. I would literally love a black hole. That way, I have something to look at, you know. Because right now the golden tower is there, and even then the golden tower is not that effective because it's reliant on the kills that I do, and at the moment my kills are not that great. I'm gonna do cash bonus, cash bonus, cash bonus, cash bonus. This is cool. This is the first time in the playthrough in 4 days where I have everything that I need. The only thing that I need more is shockwave, but I don't think shockwave is that big of a difference. So right now we're in a position to upgrade everything. So in 4 days we are at the level we were after a week. So this is pretty good. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Dome Link is your boy Ink. Welcome to the Commentary Show. Because we're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 8th September 2025. Just a small thank you. In the previous week, I got in 5 new followers. I know for a lot of you guys, that's not a lot, but for me, it's a lot. So I want to say thank you. You guys have been super supportive with the recap, super supportive with the Prison Break. You guys have been super supportive with the Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I'm super grateful for. This is not the main content I do, but I'm super grateful because it is pleasant to see that you guys appreciate the work. But also, see, when you do a recap, it's about a show that this is a whole community that likes, right? So this is, hey, we both like the same show, and this is pretty freaking cool. So I want to thank you guys for that. The constant grow. This is my dream, so this means a lot to me. And I don't know. It's weird because I don't want to say it. This is pretty embarrassing, but it's I don't mind getting no results for what I do because it's the passion of the work, is enjoying what I'm doing. But when I know that you guys enjoy it, I'm more motivated to do it, and the more motivated I am, I think the better the content is, I guess. So yeah, so it's like a cycle. And it's a shame because it shouldn't be a cycle. It should be about, hey, this is something cool that you're doing, and you do it because you love it, right? But it is a cycle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You guys are super motivational. See, imagine, right? Imagine. I don't know. It's such a journey, you know, ups and down. And I'm in a position right now where I'm enjoying the ups. And I don't know if I'm gonna go down. I don't know when I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down eventually, of course. But right now we're riding the wave, and it's a very, very, very pleasant feeling. So again, eternally grateful for that. Thank you so much, people. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. I wasn't supposed to do that long of a video. I just wanted to say thank you. And I said thank you, so thank you. 30%, holy. Lost in time, trying to take it all. I have to call my mom. I have to call my mom. My mom's.
Monatala. After leaving a message, you can hang up or
busy.
press pound for more options.
Cancel. There you go. Perfect. So, don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the commentary show. Because doing well, because having a wonderful day. Oh, guess this. I'm so sorry. Something is not working. What the heck? Lost in time, trying to save the world. Tower Talk, Resistance Reborn. Okay, perfect. Talk, Resistance Reborn. Ah. Block for what? Erase song. Confirm change. There you go. I'm hoping this worked, yet it wasn't perfect. I don't know why it makes me sad. I thought it'd be easy. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to commercial. Guys doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this glorious, and I do mean glorious, 8th September 2025. Today we are going to be doing a recap of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Guys, I've been loving the content. I started a couple of days ago, and you guys have been loving it, so I'm super grateful that you guys are loving it, and super motivated to continue. But before, a good cup always have some good coffee. So instant coffee, Nescafe. Today we have a couple of good episodes. I don't have the most episode because I said I was so busy, but we have the Christmas party, I think, and we meet Kevin, so I'm extremely excited about that. So without further ado, and of course your boy didn't bring something to make this coffee. The trick is you take this and you do like that. I'm gonna do it after because right now I'm excited. I'm excited to do Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm gonna be honest, and this is gonna be like kind of sad. The quicker we finish with this, the quicker I get to watch the show. Now, of course, I know what you're saying. Ink, why didn't you open the computer? Ink, why are you always waiting last seconds? Because if Jake Peralta can be late, so can I. Okay, so it's not opening, so I'm gonna press pause. There you go. My computer. So the code is easy. It's B99. You wish it was B99. Go simple and clean is the way I can make it. Me feel tonight is all the guy. I wish this was planned, but it's not planned. Okay, I just went to sleep listening to Kingdom Hearts. Living a good life, aren't I? So we got the Vulture, which is good because this is exactly where we were. Again, finishing. Oh, I'm sorry, I love this show. Finishing the recap yesterday on the whole episode of Amy and Jake being close, and her saying, "You're saying those nice things," and she was kind of teasing him, which is cool because Jake is always doing the teasing, and Amy's suffering. So, Amy, congrats on fighting back. Plus, we know that she has. We know that she has these brothers, so she should be used to getting teased. A folded coffee packet. The birthday party. The birthday party is one of my favorite, if not my favorite episode of the season one. Why? Because we get to meet Kevin. Now I'm gonna get so much hate for saying this, but it's my okay. I'm not sure. When I think about my favorite gay couple, I don't know if it's Kat and Holt, and Kevin, or Mickey and Ian. It used to be Cam and the princess of the Pritchett. Because yeah, it was the princess of the Pritchett. It wasn't Jay for sure. Coffee. Noise. Wait. You're the best, Jake. So yeah, so Kevin and Holt is by far my favorite couple. Can I be honest? The number of letter I thought about writing to get a spin-off of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is Holt and Kevin. Why do I like Kevin and Holt so much? Because they're weird. They're weird AF. So the reality is Holt is a very specific kind of guy, right? And at the same time, season 9 Holt is a very likable person. But season 1 Holt is kind of robotic, kind of non-personable, I guess. If you see me looking here, it's because I'm afraid I'm going to be dying here, so I'm multitasking. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times, because we're gangsters. We're Gina Linetti, School of, I was going to say School for Thoughts, but that's Michael Scott. So with Kevin, when you do meet Kevin, you're like, okay, well, he's possibly going to be a super nice human being. He's possibly going to be the complete opposite of Kevin. And the reason Kevin... no, I'm so sorry. The reason Holt is thriving is going to be the opposite of Holt. And the opposite of Holt is the reason why Holt is thriving in this modern society. Because, again, Holt... I can only imagine... Holt... I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a really good mood. So you're going to see that I'm a bit aloof. I can only imagine Holt ordering in a restaurant. It's a good time. But then you meet Kevin, and the relationship is so awkward. So awkward. Affection. Shaking hands. Which is amazing. Amazing. Just amazing. And, to me, it's so pleasant. It's so pleasant. And again, I want to get some hate, but they're a gay couple. So again, Brooklyn and I being super open-minded, super avant-gardist. Now, and I mean this in the best ways. They're not flamboyant. So I saw this movie yesterday, Lord of the Ring, right? And there's Owen, which is, again, she's a woman, and back in the days, or back in Lord of the Ring, women are not supposed to fight. So Eowyn's like, yo, I want to fight because I want to protect the people that I love. And she's been constantly told no, right? And then she kills the biggest bad guy in the show. And it's cool because this is, in my opinion, a move for feminism. She was a woman that ended up fighting and ended up doing a great deal for the good versus the evil. Holt and Kevin are the perfect representation of, they're not too flamboyant, but they're still very comfortable in being gay. They're still very, like, you don't question the relationship. They have this weird chemistry. And why I love Holt and Kevin so much is because they are a match made in heaven. The fact that Kevin is so Holt, and Holt apparently is the fun guy in the relationship. So, I don't know, but it's such a good episode, and Kevin is a good dude. Kevin is a good dude. See, it's complex because you see Holt completely evolving. You see Holt completely changing. Would I be ready to say that Kevin changes as much? Yeah, it's complex because I think Kevin see Holt change is being supportive of his husband. The whole episode, again, spoiler, the whole episode is how Kevin doesn't like the cops because they kind of stepped on Holt because it was gay. They step on his relationship because it was gay. So the whole thing about it is he had this preconceived notion that cops aren't gonna be tolerating of Holt. And the best thing here is I don't think Kevin. I love Kevin. I love Kevin. My favorite episode in the whole show is when Jake takes care of Kevin and he has a safe house for Kevin. That's my favorite show. My favorite episode. I think Kevin is weird because later on you see what is his job, and he's like a professor in a university and he's really respected, really respected. So even if he's gay, he's really respected. I think he doesn't like the cop because he is worried for Holt. And this show, when you read between the lines, is possibly one of the best show in the world. Although I would literally kill to watch Community again. If I could watch Community, I would do it. I would give up on every single show to watch Community because I just love that show. Coming back, I think Kevin is worried about Holt and being unaccepted and suffering because of his sexual preference. However, I do think, and this is cool because I do think that Holt is willing to suffer because he believes in the advancement of the cause. He wants more gay cops. He wants more people of color in the police force. He was part of the old guard and he was bullied for being black and being gay. So he wants more people to be able to do that, right? And literally a couple of episodes after, you realize that he organized a group of people. I don't remember the name of the group, but he's the president and founder of the gay cops, right, in New York City. So it means a lot to him. Holt is, in this one, a pioneer. It's a great thing. It's hard to say because you don't really know how old Holt is. Police. 99. You don't know how old it is, but I would be really ready to specify that Holt spent the majority of his career fighting, even only to get to captain, right? Anyway, I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry. Let's get to it, right? Kevin Costner is the name of Kevin, which is cool because he's also a actor. Kevin invites them, and then it's such a good episode. Like, cannot get to it, right? Gina laughing in the background. Jake is pissed off because it's like, oh, it's Kevin that invited us. It's not Holt. It's Holt. He didn't want us there, so it kind of soured the situation. But listen, they're gonna go, and it's cool because this is the first instance of Holt as a personality, and it's so nice. It is so nice. Good. So Jake has an idea of the cop story because, of course, Holt has, and this is actually a really good initiative. This is actually a really good plan. Again, I don't remember this episode a lot because, listen, I watched it 2 days ago. It's such a good initiative because Holt is a cop, but he wasn't part of the precinct. He wasn't part of the 9-9. So Kevin is possibly used to. This is so good because the precinct, the 9-9, I get the impression that they're more willing to get Kevin to like them because Holt is working with them, but they want Kevin to like them, right? And Holt is possibly someone that says a lot of story about the cops. So Jake is like, yo, let's review cool cop story to say. And since Holt wasn't part of the 9-9, this is a story that he possibly doesn't know. So that's kind of cool. Okay, that's super cool. Terry is holding a meeting to say, hey, this is the etiquette because, of course, they're kind of sophisticated, and he wants them to act properly. Terry is afraid that they're going to be trying so hard to please Kevin that they're going to be fucking it up. And then Hitchcock is like, yo, I met my wife in an orgy. So this is kind of super cool. Jake goes in to buy a nice bottle of wine, but then he doesn't have the budget, so he buys an $8 bottle of wine. And this is super cool because he brings it, and you realize the whole squad brought some wine, which is super cool. It's super cool. Super cool. This is super cool. This is so fucking cool. This is so cool. Because the devil in the details, right? So they go in and look at what Old says.
Welcome.
Raven! The slacks are a knockout.
Wait. When he says, I hope you found my home easy to locate, right? It's such a weird thing to say. However, it's not weird. Because if you look at the episode of Amy Thanksgiving, what is the first thing he said to her? I found your home easy to locate. So for him, that's a great thing. And this is shown here that it's a great thing. So in a lot of ways, this is, for Alt, the biggest compliment. And it's somewhat of a worry, I guess. Such a good episode. I have to watch them. I have to stop watching them a couple of days before. Kevin, that's my boy. Wine drink. Dude, it's so nice because Kevin already, and why this episode so good is Kevin seems kind of like a douche. He seemed like kind of like a douche. He's making fun of Jake. He's being a big douche. But then you realize why Kevin is a douche. And Kevin isn't a douche to the 9-9 because he wants to be a douche to the 9-9. Kevin is a douche because in the past cops were douche to him. So this is his way of saying like, I don't trust you, but this is kind of vendetta. In vendetta, I'm gonna die a sad death, but not today, because today we prevail. So wine drink. This is super cool because again, it established Jake as a main character. It is established that everybody has brought the same bottle of wine. However, Jake is the one that Kevin makes fun of for the wine. So this is super cool. Talking about so they're talking about how in the relationship how Old is a funny guy, and the weirdest thing is people are agreeing with him. Guess what? This is Hermit, which is a character in Shameless. Yeah. Old being the funny guy is kind of cool, but also it allows us into their life, how it's completely different. And as a guy who not necessarily hides, but as a guy who doesn't share a lot from work, it's kind of cool to see that right now. You can introduce it in one episode. You can introduce it in one episode and then just not mention it again. But Kevin, I think Kevin was so liked as a character that he came back often. It's really good, but I want more of Chester. This is super cool. This is super cool because I don't know. I can't tell you. This is a big spoiler, but this is so good. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Such a good show. Such a good show. Right? And it's nice because the whole squad is making an effort. The first thing that Boyles do is getting dirty. So because he's getting dirty, Terry give him a sweater. It's also important for Boyle because Boyle's gonna meet his girlfriend, which is Vivian, right? Gonna go foil Boyle move, but still, and it's kind of cool. They're making Terry is like, yo, this is not what we planned. He's making a huddle. Like, this is not what we planned. What are you guys doing? Are you guys even making an effort? And this is cool because the whole squad, and it's cool because how much they want to make a pleasing impression, but it's also cool because this instance of a squad is still there. You're a huddle, and the first thing the person that's in charge is Terry. So it's nice to see that the dynamics of work are still there. This is super cool. Talk about the strength. Super cool. Rose is gonna go to a professor that is into like strange thing and strange behavior, and she's gonna present Gina, and Gina's gonna be fascinating to him. Charles is knowledgeable on food, so that's a focus on food. So you see, this is cool. This is a captain that knows his team. Hitchcock is a good singer, so he gets to sing. And it's funny because in the precincts, they're always telling him, don't sing. But here, they're asking him to sing. Jake mentioned reading an article, and a very good article that Kevin also loved. However, he says, Kevin says something, Jake to look interesting, say, oh, I disagree. And then Kevin asked him, are you pro-slavery? This was funny to me. This was really funny to me. It's just a great episode. Easily the best episode of the day. We meet Vivian, and how she's kind of like a big deal, but she's in the food industry. So it's super, super cool. Amy goes in, and she takes a picture of the cupboard. What is super cool is she said, oh my god, they're making the same hummus. And it's so fucking cool because she takes a picture and she say, oh, me and Old, we have such a similar taste in appliances. I'm constantly looking at the phone because the battery's gonna be low and I'm not gonna have enough space, but it's okay. After this episode, wait, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 so to do. Okay, so I'm gonna need don't worry. For every single thing that goes wrong, we have something that goes right. Get my batteries, enjoy the sunset. The nature corn, I guess. So Terry goes in and tells Amy, don't you think it's a bit odd? Don't you think it's a bit of a peculiar behavior? Which it is. It is. It's so funny because, you know who else did that in real life? Nick Avocado. He was canceled for it. But we love Amy. I'm telling you, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is such a good show, and the reason why it's such a good show is because of how much each character improves. You know, Amy becomes so much better. Old becomes so much better. Charles, well, he's Charles, but this is weird because Charles is the guy who, in my opinion, digressed the most. He is this very naive guy, but kind of endearing because he's so clumsy and is such a good spirit, right? And him evolving is actually him being more unsure of himself, becoming a father, becoming the whole Papa thing is one of my favorite thing ever, and his character goes in a positive way, and it's supposed to make him less funny because it is less funny. Apart from the scene where Pimento is hiding in the closet, I didn't really laugh at the new Charles. However, you're happy for him because this is a major improvement. Charles is able to be Charles and stop being Chuckles, you know? Chuck Bunny. So yeah, super weird. Terry is like, no picture and no notes until we go back. Again, Rosa presents. So this guy is abnormal psychology. He's an expert of that, and he's like, Rosa said, oh, freaks, and she presents Gina, and Gina goes in, and she's being an icon, a queen, and they're all huddled up against her. Well, not against her, sorry, around her, and it's super, super, super nice. Jake, whole plan is to find a copy of the New Yorker to read it because, again, he put himself in a bad position, but it is super cool. It is super cool. We have a picture of Kevin, which is important because you see Kevin and Old being young, and it's actually a sweet picture because they're a relationship, you know. And Old is being decorated, which is really nice. This is so cool. This is so freaking cool. So Sully cried because Hitchcock is singing, and he says how it gets him every time. Kevin is pissed because he said, "Give me a sec." Yeah. There's a thing. There you go. So they're talking about human trafficking, right? And then Jake's like, I don't think you understood the article. This is what I was saying. And Kevin's like, are you pro-slavery? So this is super nice because Jake is putting himself into a place where he cannot back down. But guess what? It ends up, look at this, pretty good. They're all around Gina and they're all taking notes because she's so bizarre. But at the same time, Gina's being Gina. And it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Choco Bunny is getting freaky, which good for my boy. Good for my boy. Terry is talking, and he's saying that Amy and Jake's are going up where is not supposed to be. So Terry goes in, and he's like, "What are you two doing? You're gonna ruin everything." Now this is the coolest scene. This is the coolest scene because I think it's episode 7. We established that Amy is allergic to dog. And to it, there is Chester, and Chester is a dog. Because Amy is allergic to the dog, and the dog. When you put a dog here, it's a cool thing because you're like, holy shit, you're gonna be allergic to it, deadly allergic to it. So this is also nice. Now we got a literal fight between Kevin and Holt, and it's so cool because Kevin is like, why did you invite your squad? He's like, we should have been to a restaurant. Why are we doing the party here? And then Holt is like, they're nice people. I like them. And you're the one that's not nice to them. You're the one that says, hey, no cuff story. You're the one that questioning Jake about something he clearly doesn't know. So this was cool. This was really cool. And we have Chester with a classic badge. It's super nice. And when Holt said that they're good people, right? Amy is starting to sneeze because the dog is making her allergic, and then you realize that they're hiding in the closet, right? So Kevin didn't invite them, and Jake comes in and he tells, I know why you don't like cops. See the picture. In the picture, what is important is there's a couple, which is Holt and Kevin, that are on the right, and everybody else is on the left. So this is a proof that they were like judged for being a gay couple. So that's why he doesn't like cops. But the squad makes it up to them and puts a restaurant together, which is super cool because the person that's cooking is Charles. You got Hitchcock singing, which is super freaking nice. It's a really good episode. Really, really, really good episode. Season 1, episode 17. Full Boyle mode. So Boyle is in love with Vivian, and the whole episode is about how he's gonna be fucking up the relationship because he's too bold for her. Now this is a good episode because Jake is not the best bro. I gotta say, I love Jake, but he's not the best bro. Oh, 24 minutes. Oh, la, 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 la. We're working hard today. 54 minutes of making videos already. Jake is not the best bro, but in this one he's actually a really good bro. It's like, boy, we're gonna make her leave. It's like, nah, don't worry about it. We love Charles. This is a Charles focused episode. The whole squad loves Charles. They're proud of him. Like, for example, Terry just said when this morning when she gave him the wrong name, he corrected her, and this is super nice because it shows that Charles is a man. That's the opening cutscene, right? Oh yeah, I love this. There's Charles. Now I will say this. Sadly, some of the cold opening, they're good. Sometimes they're more about the show. For example, this episode is the perfect intro to the show because it shows Charles being overconfident and kind of like a problem, right? So this is why I don't really like this cold opening because, like, the cold opening is supposed to be a joke, right? It's supposed to be something that's light-hearted, and it's not. Charles, this is super cool. I'm sorry. This is such a good episode. Holt comes in and does the briefing, right? Oh, sorry, Terry comes in and he does the briefing. And then Jake, being the best cops in the force, is supposed to do the debriefing, right? Michelle's like, no, I got this. And Gina, this is an important moment, Gina says, hey, are those new pants? It's like, yeah, they're low waist, but my eyes are up here. And people are laughing at Gina because that's a good one from Boyles. And Gina's like, I can't believe I was attracted to Boyles. The fun thing is, I don't remember if it's a relationship, but I know they fuck. So this is kind of insane. This is a foreshadowing. Good. So basically, it's a cab, and they're sitting some people. So this is actually pretty good because this is a full-on Jake and oh yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Jake and Charles episode. We don't have a lot of them. I think we have like a couple, but I don't remember any of them. So there are not that many. This is the important moment. So this guy is also a black gay cops. Why is that important? Because you learn that Alt formed the wait a second, the ag. I didn't get it. Okay, get it? He said so fast. I cannot get it. Didn't get it. So yeah, he's opposing as a member. This is the first time that Alt has a position, and Alt says, "Okay, I want it." And this is cool because this is a big personality of Alt, and it's more present in the later seasons. So, for example, versus there's this other one, this other Captain Cops, the lady, which Alt really doesn't like. So it's like, okay, time to get rid of her. And Alt is very competitive. My favorite Alt joke is, I heard she's a pill popper. Pop pop. Which makes you laugh. So this is the first instance of Alt being kind of like a amazing character. Now I have to say this, I have to specify something. I thought, good morning. Oh, Anna. I gotta text from Anna. If you saw her, guys, out of my league, but fuck. Glasses for sizzles. For sizzle for sure. Okay, cool. That's good. That's really good. Okay, that's good. She's gorgeous. You boys have a little bit of a crush on her, you know? A man can hope. And in hope we find victory. And in victory we find life. In life we find hope. For some reason, I always thought Alt took way more time to become the character we love. But I'm seeing okay. I'm seeing season 1 Alt, and I'm like, why do I like this guy so much? And now that we thought about it, and now that we say it out loud, there's a big possibility. There's a big possibility that I like him that much because I know what's gonna come. I know what's coming next. I know how this is gonna end. I know that he's gonna be super funny, super cool. So maybe every single instance where I'm seeing a glimpse of that Alt, I'm hopeful. Maybe not. I don't know. Jake is like, yo, guess Jake, this is a really cool moment. Jake goes in and he's like, guess what? You're going full Charles mode. And he's like, okay, well, I'm not. And so Jake tells him, like, cancel the date if you're not going in. And Charles isn't able to. And he goes in really quickly. And then we get flashback, which is really cool. We get flashback of Charles fucking up relationship because he's way too in love, way too fast. Why is that important? Why is that cool? It's important and cool in a situation where this will happen again. It's relevant to the story if the past is irrelevant. Okay. The past is relevant to the story if the future seems like the past. So I like that. I did like that. We got Captain Dan, Super Dan. And Super Dan is actually a really good character because he won't appear a lot. Super Dan is this guy who pretends like he's a vigilante, and he's pretend like blah 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 blah, and he's kind of like, okay, this is a bit weird, right? But he had information, so the girl, which is Rosa and Amy, make fun of him because they make fun of him. The guy refused to cooperate, but this is really cool because he has information. So then Hitchcock and Sully are on the case. Why is that really cool? Because this is more so a cops. It's comic relief for sure, but it's more so a cop situation. You'll have guys like that. You'll have situation like that. And it's amazing that we get to see that. I wouldn't have had it, you know? There's a ton of vigilante. Ton of it, right? One of the movies that I loved when I was younger was Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass saw a rise of vigilante. Right? So it's super cool. They literally make fun of him, right? Literally make fun of him. They don't even listen to him. So it kind of sucks. And Terry's like, yo, you should listen to him, you know? Nice. Nice. Jake is again telling Charles you're crazy acting. And this is nuts because Jake is quite persistent. And every single time it shows that he cares about Charles. I'm gonna be sorry, but there's time where I don't feel like Jake cares about Charles. It's this very weird friendship. Very, very weird friendship. That's so fucked up. That was actually so fucked up. So all talked about how his association is important to him, right? And see, that's the thing with Alt. Was he the first black gay cops in New York? No, of course not. Was he the first to set up for himself? Yes. And so this is also like, as a public, not, well, okay, it's not a public figure, it's a character. But the whole legacy of Alt, when you think about it, is arresting a guy called the Yo-Yo Bandit, arresting the guy that was doing swimming. No, I'm not saying that he was a bad cop, but his biggest legacy is the association. So, kind of cool. It's a cool legacy to leave behind. So we have Jake and Charles. Aw, Charles said, I'm really gonna help me. The fact that they're acting like a brother is so fucking cool. And Jake's like, don't worry, I got you, bro. I got you. Rosa and Amy understand that the guy did have some information, and they shouldn't have made fun of him.
Thought I had a slam dunk on the first one. Hi there. We'd like to go to the Times Square. We're brothers.
That's super nice. I love this. It's just so nice. So they're going to random cab, and it's cool because, how did I say this? The cab is kind of an excuse to be bros, right? Yes, we have an important mission, but it's time for me to be a bro, and it's just fun. It's just a lot of fun. Because you want more of that. See, this is episode 17, and the best friend never had a best friend moment. Well, they had a couple, but no. So then they go to a double date, right? And Jake, because Vivian is of a certain age, so Jake thinks that the person that she's gonna bring on the double date is gonna be of a certain age, but she's a hot young bachelorette. And because she's a hot young bachelorette, give me a sec, guys. This is the content creation life. I'm gonna upload some video that way. For later on, I don't have full form because yesterday we did 12 hours and something minutes. I don't know the exact numbers, but I was dealing with problem the whole night. Oh, you don't have enough space. Oh, you don't have enough space. So what I try to do is I'm trying to get in front of it before it happens. What are you guys' favorite social media? Gotta say, it's possibly YouTube for me. Nature Corn. Nice. There you go, as simple as that. Now this is what Mandarin people will call a big dick move. So we had this video of Nature Corn, which is basically filming the skyline because I live kind of high in the sky. We have a 50 minutes video. Which will take about 40 minutes to upload. So the next 40 minutes, I don't have to worry about uploading stuff. I don't have to worry about, oh, am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna have enough storage? Luckily for me, we upload quicker than we upload. No, I'm sorry. We can upload quicker than we film. So, my apologies. Doing this is kind of cool. She's a matchmaker in heaven for Make for Jake. She likes the same basketball team as he does. She likes Die Hard, which is super cool. And this is really, really fun. We got Chelsea. Gina. I don't know why I call it Chelsea. I think her real name is Chelsea though. Gina having a legit dance troupe for Alt. This is kind of insane because Alt hates it. And there's no way that Gina thought he was gonna like it. However, it shows how far Gina is willing to go for Alt. Like quite an endearing thing. See, in a weird way, Gina is the most normal with Alt. Her and Terry. So Jake sees Old as a father figure, but also it's a weird thing, and Amy sees him as kind of like a person to worship, right? Gina treats him as an equal, and it's actually quite refreshing because I think that's what Old is. See, that's the thing. We don't know much about Old, but when he says, "Oh, I don't want to have a painting because I don't feel like I deserve it," it's also saying that I want to be treated as a normal person, right? There's no pictures of you guys. Why is there a picture of only me? You know? So then the kid, so that Jake's like, I can't, bro. She's too hot. I gotta be a good wingman. So Charles like, what am I supposed to do? Said, see that if you have an emergency, which is super nice. Ah, this is such a nice moment. Gina says, hey, he's a good candidate, give him a chance. You didn't give me a chance. You should possibly give him a chance. And Alt is like, yeah, but I fought so hard. And here he says he didn't have to fight for the last 25 years. But yes, he didn't have to. But, and this is kind of complex also because it's quite interesting. If Alt, so the second candidate is a gay black cops, right? It's quite interesting because if Holt didn't fight as hard as he fought, then maybe this guy would have to fight as hard as Alt fought. You understand? It's kind of neat. When you think about it, it's kind of nice. So Alt, listen. yeah. This is so good. This is so good. This is so good. Listen to this. It's such a shitty joke. Gina doesn't get it, but everybody else finds it. It's funny. And it's just super cool. You know why it's super cool? You know why it's super cool? Because Kevin in last episode said that Alt was the funniest guy. So in a weird parallel world, a world where we exist, Alt is the funny guy. Which is kind of cool. Super cool moments when Old gives a chance to the guy, and he's still gonna be like super in there, right? It's still gonna be super there, so it's got a big pass of power, and it's a chance for the New Bloods to be the New Bloods. We had the coolest scene with Charles and Jake pepper spraying each other because they're fighting, and he drops the jewel because he went to a pawn shop. Charles was supposed to cancel this date with Vivian, and instead he bought a ring. So Jake's like, okay, well, you don't listen. You put the ring and the fryer. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Amy and Rosa are saying sorry. They listen to Super Dan. That is super cool. That is super cool. Amy gets a cool lesson from it. Like, we're supposed to help everybody else no matter what, which means that she dismissed Super Dan, but her job as a police officer was to listen to Super Dan, even if he looks a bit crazy, which is a kind of a good moment. And they arrested the cab driver that was dangerous. Here, this is super nice. Charles is worried because he is right. Jake will not be around the whole time. So he's like, okay, well, I actually what you're doing, but it has to come from me. Jake feels bad about what he done, so what he does is he does and this is a really important scene, and it's so nice because Charles go full Charles, right? And Jake confiscated his cell phone. But then he received 100 message from Vivian, who herself is going full Charles mode. So you know what? With her, it might be different. She might be the one for you. So Jake gave her back her phone, and he organized a date at the precincts with her and Vivian. So it's a super sweet move. And it's a classic Jake being a good bro, which we love. This is so nice. Episode 18, The Apartment. The Apartment is an episode where Jake, again, eternal child, didn't think about doing some payments, and his apartment building is now making condos. So he has to buy the condos in itself, and he needs $600,000. Of course, Jake waited till the last seconds and asked for cash, which is super funny. Not my favorite episode. The last episode was better. Oh my god, the cold open, one of the most legendary, right? So Jake is doing a job. Captain Old said, "Hey, good job. Make sure that you finish it correctly." And Jake says, "Okay, Captain Dad, no problem." So then he called him Captain Dad, and it's kind of funny. And then this isn't the funniest part. The funniest part is the criminal says, "I lied about not being there. I did do the crime, but I don't lie about you calling him Captain Dad." So this is kind of funny. This is really cool. And this is the weird parasocial relationship, but this is also important. This is also important because it shows the evolution. And this is a perfect cold opening. It's funny, it's awkward, it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and you show that their characters are getting close to each other, which we kind of want to see. We kind of want that. They're a good quality people. There's not one character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that I don't like. I think this is why I prefer it to The Office. Because The Office, Gabe, I didn't care. I didn't care about California. I didn't care about... did I care about Ryan? I didn't care much about Ryan either. Yeah. But in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, they're all superstars. They're all freaking superstars, bro. You know what's insane? It's autumn. It's when the trees are really changing color, so that's actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, to talk about self-evaluation, which is how I improve, what is my biggest flaw, and it's a good thing. However, I wish it did more purpose than what it just does. So the end goal of this episode, well, this plot of self-evaluation is just Amy is having a hard time, but it's a good opportunity for Otto to mentor her. I would like to see more people, right? Phone is too hot. I said aha, hey, aha. Now the phone is still hot because we're uploading a video, which makes the phone hotter. Oh, before I go. Jake goes in. It's ask for cash, not for the self-evaluation. And this is where we learn the plot of the episode, which is basically that he's going to be losing his apartment. He doesn't do anything. And he's trying to get to a sad story, trying to say that, oh, I had such a hard life. Please help me out. But it doesn't work. So this is kind of nice. Chelsea goes in. And this is also an important episode because you say that Chelsea and Jake were kind of close together. Now, this is a good thing, but it's a bad thing. Because it's a good thing because it proves, okay, so for example, right, Jake possibly grew up in Brooklyn. Charles possibly grew up in Brooklyn. Everybody possibly grew up in Brooklyn, right? So some of them were bound to know each other, right? Chelsea, it's not precise that she knew Jake. There's a couple of things. For example, she knew that Jake hates riding. That's pretty much it, to be honest. The car, the story for the car, right? But this is important. I'm gonna die. We're at 344, so that's pretty good. And for the lap speed, it's not great. Lap speed and game speed. Game speed is gonna be 14 hours, which is tomorrow, 5 in the morning. Okay. Yeah, there's a weekend crew. Specifically because they have to put in their self-evaluation. They're working so much. Rosa talks about how she hates her weekend buddy, which means that's the person that they share desk with. However, it's kind of cool because you get Charles, and Charles is a good dude, so Charles has a perfect relationship with his desk buddy. They leave each other presents. It's kind of sweet when you think about it. It's kind of sweet. Yeah. This is super sweet. This used to be Nana's place, which is the grandma, which is kind of important for Jake because again we know that he has a shitty life. But Gina says you're klutz. You bought 6 massaging chair. You're not doing so well, and this is cool because they're sharing a 40 of alcohol. Gina says there's no chance for you. You got 3 turntable, you got 6 massaging chair. you're indebted, right? However, this is also super nice because Gina does have a lot of money, and she's become the landlady of Jake. So it's an excuse for Jake not to. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? I don't know if I'm gonna die. Underground, I lay. Just give me a sec. We need to pay attention to this. Losing everything, I can see my eyes passing me by. Was it all too much or just not enough? Wake me up, I'm living a nightmare. I will not die, I will survive. I will not die. So we died a horrible death. I want to see how much is the shockwave. It's 100,000. Yups. That's not possible right now. Right now. But what is the possibility? It's 61. I'm gonna do Casper wave. I'm gonna do interests. Nice. I'll wait here for you. I feel alive when you're beside me. I will not die. I'll wait here for you. The tower. Best tower defense game on the phones. Now I'm gonna play 4 playthrough. So Gina becomes the landlord, and it's kind of cool because this is an evolution for Gina as a mogul or a icon. Old task Amy with giving him his biggest flaws, and Amy is full to the ground. She doesn't know what to answer. She's like, oh. And this is kind of cool because you kind of get that Amy's a perfectionist. So this is super nice. Rosa asks for revenge. To with Boyles, which Boyles doesn't seem like the guy who's gonna plan the perfect revenge, but I guess that Rosa is desperate and everybody will be able to help, even if it's Charles. Jake and Gina goes to a lawn shark, which is kind of cool because the whole idea that you have to go to a lawn shark is actually quite meaningful. It proves how desperate Jake is. It proves that Jake has no conscience of how to save money because the loan shark will ask him for a lot more cash. But it also shows that Jake is kind of desperate, right? To get enough money to get the down payment, which is $20,000. They prank him, and it's kind of cool because you learn that the Rosa desk buddy is going through a lot right now. He's going through a hell of a lot, and they're kind of asshole for messing with him, right? Which is super nice. Jake goes into the service. He goes into the meeting, plays the card of, listen, I'm the cops, I saved the lives, you know? But the guy doesn't care. It's like, no, we were told that you were told that you were doing, you were told that you were going to be evicted if you didn't pay. You didn't pay, so, you know? Yeah. Amy comes in with a whole ass list of her biggest thing, looking for approval. And the thing is, this is exactly, and it's Jake that tells her. Jake tells her, what do you care about what he thinks? You shouldn't care what you think. And she figure out that her biggest flaw is she cared too much what people think of her. Which is kind of relatable AF, but also a really cool scene. We're looking for a new apartment, and there's nothing for the price that he has, which is kind of crazy because Jake is really broke. Sully and Hitchcock goes together, which is kind of funny because, again, those two are inseparable. Gina offers to buy the house and say, hey. And Jake makes fun of her because it's like, yo, this is one of the moments where Jake makes a lot of sense. The character of Jake makes a lot of sense. He makes fun of Gina because she grew up, and he didn't. But he makes fun of her because they grew up in the same environment, and she succeeded, she thrived, and he didn't. So it's kind of weird in itself. Jake tells Amy, like I said, you shouldn't care about what he says, and it's just kind of cool. Charles and Rosa, we want more shit like that. Charles used to have this big crush on Rosa. It didn't work out. We want more scene of what is going on. And even the next one is going to be weird because they have this wedding, which are the STD, which save the dates. STDs, save the dates. And Rosa is going to be like, why am I not invited? It's like, okay, well, things are a bit awkward, aren't they? And now Jake realized that he was stupid, but Gina was right, so he signed a deal. And they're good together. This is the funniest joke of the episode, and we're 29 seconds away from finishing it. So here it is.
I'm ready for my self-evaluation. So I asked Toronto what he thought my biggest flaw was, and he said Who cares what Holt thinks?
That's not surprising. He's very disrespectful.
But he's not wrong. I think it's flawed.
This is super cool. This is super cool. This is super cool. It's season 1, episode 19. So I have 19. Oh my god, I have 19. I got 20. I got 21. Don't you know what? I only got 19 and 20. However, we have a little bit of a problem. This is a 52 minutes video. TikTok only allows an hour long. So I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna continue with 2021. Love you guys, please. That's such I love you. First devil stealing that and using it on a daily basic. As for the glasses, great advice. If this gets me I love you. For Sizzle, stealing that for and using it on a daily basic. The glasses, great advice. If this gets me a date, you might have a spot at my exclusive 17 best man wedding. The competition. Wait. The competition is ferocious, though. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea, SpongeBob SquarePants. We just finished an hour-long Brooklyn Nine-Nine video. What a weird intro. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Commentary Show. Today's doing well on the 8th September 2005. Just finished an hour-long video on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is a recap of episode 17, 18, and 19. And then I realized that I still had to do 20 and 21. Then I said, you know what, I should do another video. And you know what, this other video is this video currently. So without further ado, 9-9. Episode 19, the training. Oh, I like you guys. Oh, I like you guys. We watched season 1, episode 21. I'm 90% sure that we did. So training camp, right? Super cool. The fact that they still have training camp. Kind of insane that active police member force have training camp. But hey, I'm not a cop, so I don't know how this works. But if it's for Sizzle, it's for Sizzle. I'm stealing that from Anna Marie Tree on TikTok. Charles gave out the STDs. Wait a second, that did not make sense. Charles gave out STDs. Oh no, Charles gave out save the dates. Okay, so it's super cool. And people make fun of him because it's STDs, but he says, holy shit, I didn't realize that. Which is again, how naive but sweet Charles is. And if you don't appreciate that, you're wrong, you should. So we have the training center. Good day. Jake is a happy camper in a training camp. See what I did there? Because he loved Tactical Day. And this is really cool because. wait, look.
It's the most fun day of the year. Something you don't understand because you're not programmed to feel joy. Yes, that's why I saw Waze is exhibit. Yeah, play along and throw about the
This is gold. I love you, Alt. I love you. I got a text from Anna. She's my crush, dude, so... what'd she say? Companion. She's laughing. Cool. Told you I love her and she's laughing. Super nice. So we have previous... This is so cool. We have previous footage at the training camp. And to be honest, I didn't think about that, but it's such a good idea. They've been through training camp. They have seen this. So having footage of the old one is a great ad of how they were doing and how much fun it is. This is so much fun. This is such a good show. So you get the characters shooting some dead people. Some pervs. They're shooting. Get celebration. Terry dancing with the weirdest dance ever. Charles. Charles thinks a good idea to do 2 grenades. So, yeah, kind of cool. Sorry, Hannah. Oh, Hannah. Sometimes when you pick on me, I think you're being serious. I get sad and I'm like, wait, does Ink not like me? Okay. Wait a second. Okay, so she answered, I love you too. I don't know if it's just your French boy humor, but sometimes when you pick on me, I think you're being serious. I get sad and I'm like, wait, does Ink not like me? I'm gonna have to answer her, guys. I'm sorry, this is my crush. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, you're gonna hate me, but hey, a boy has to do what a boy has to do. It's the opposite. It's the opposite. It's cause I like you that I pick on you. You're like spicy Boldak. I know it's too spicy. I know I'm gonna have a rough night, but I still eat it. You're the coolest being. I know on this bean farm called on this bean farm. You're the coolest bean on this bean farm. Cool. Bean farm is the world. Duh. Bean farm is the world. Duh. Yeah. So super. Okay, so I have this crush and sorry guys, we're back, baby. We're back. Let's go. Focusing. She will be waiting until you're famous and eating caviar once a week because it's expensive, you know? So yeah. So we established that Jake is kind of like the MVP, kind of like a rock star when it comes to, this episode is amazing. This episode is so amazing. We established that Jake is a rock star when it comes to training camp. Then you leave 2 people behind. Who do you leave behind, Ink? You leave Gina, who's on a cop. I feel bad when I say Gina's on a cop. She's an icon, she's a queen, she doesn't need to be a cop. Okay, cool. And, out. But they're not alone because they're surrounded by crazy cupcakes. Yup. And Old gets addicted. By the way, this is coming from a guy that plays, I don't know, 1 game, 2 games, 3 games, and 4 games here. So, yep. I love this. I absolutely love this. So Boyles comes in and tells what's going on with Chicho, right? You know that Jake's like Amy. Now, here's a question. Boyle's the only one that kind of mentioned a possible romance between Jake and Amy. Is it because other people don't pick up on it, or they just don't care? Well, they just don't mention it, right? And it's kind of cool because 2 episodes ago, or last episode technically, we had Boyles go in full Boyle mode, right? So Jake was a good bro to Boyles back then, and now Boyles is being a good bro to Jake right now. Guys, I'm in a problem. I have a problem. It's a addiction problem, but 10% batteries. I don't want to hurry up. I'm not gonna have a choice. 9% batteries. Okay. Jake says that she's his sister, which is a lie because you don't F your sisters. Terry noticed that Rosa is pissed at Boyles because he didn't give her a STD. Clip that. Rosa is pissed at Charles because he didn't give her an STD. And she goes against him. She gets him in a net. She used a hypersonic weapon on him, which is kind of cool because that means she cares, right? And it's super cool because last episode, what did they say? They say that Rosa said she likes Boyles when he wasn't in love with her. It's like, oh, you're pretty cool when you're not in love with me. So that was kind of cool. I did like this. Now, I'm possibly gonna have to wait until. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait until I got 5% batteries left, and then we'll freak out, we'll panic. But for now, we're not panicking. Ooh, we have the introduction of Teddy. Teddy is a cop with whom they went together. Amy seemed to have a crush on Teddy, and Jake right away is insecure. So this is kind of cool because it established that Jake has a crush. See, Jake think that Amy will never leave because she'll never get a boyfriend. But when Amy does, it's like, oh my god, I wasted my time. She's, you know. So Teddy and Jake had a really nice moment where Jake is trying to be, to at least seem superior to. I'm doing a video, bro. I'm doing a video. Jake is trying to big cock Teddy. Big cock. What is big cock? Jake is trying to big cock Teddy in a sense of the better police officer. But then at the same time, Amy possibly doesn't look for a cop. So you're big dicking Terry, but by big dicking Terry, you are going away further from Amy. You know? 5% batteries? Okay. No problemo. No problemo. And we're back. 4% batteries. Terry know that Rosa has a problem. Guys, I'm gonna go. There's a... Yeah, I don't have batteries enough. I'll be back. I got 0% battery. So now, oh.